It's a beautiful day.
We in 6 countries. That's
yes.
What I mean. So that's the thing that stands out to me.
Shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody. We love y'all.
Yes. Thank y'all for listening.
Greetings, everyone, and welcome to the channel. I'm Coach Deb, representing one half of the Healing Corner podcast. If you're interested in booking a consultation as well as service or a reading, go ahead and check me out at debshealingcornerstone.com.
I'm Coach Yams, owner of Healing is Work Coaching, and I help millennial professional women to live on purpose unapologetically and to help them to stop doing shit out of obligation. If you need help with that, reach out to me, Coach Yams, YAMZ.com.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Healing Corner podcast. I'm here with my co-host, Coach Yams, and we have a special guest here with us as well, Jennifer Lake. So we're excited to have this for you guys. Actually, this is a part 1 because there's actually going to be a part 2. So you want to stay tuned for this one as well as the one that we're going to be posting in 2 weeks. All right. But I'm going to go ahead and let Jennifer introduce who she is. She has been on here before, so we're excited to have her again on here with us, sharing some good positive energy. But I'm going to let her just give a little summary of who she is, what she does, and then we'll get started with the conversation.
Hi, everybody. My name is Jennifer Lake. I am the owner of Blue Ray Holistics LLC. I'm a natural intuitive that I'm here to assist you guys on your healing journey. So however that looks for you, I'm here to help you through that. I use modalities such as Reiki. I also do readings. So I do intuitive readings for you. And I'm a hypnotherapist. So I can assist you with the lighter pains as well as the deeper healing wounds that affect us all. So if you are interested in getting any type of healing or maybe like a consultation, you can also contact me anytime. Just email me at bluerayholistics@gmail.com. Thank you.
Thank you, Jennifer. Mm-hmm. Okay, so what we're going to talk about, y'all, is a little bit of quantum physics,
quantum healing,
touching on that a little bit.
Yes.
So this might not be something that you guys have heard of before, because I know for me it's kind of relatively new. I started hearing about it maybe a year ago. So I'm really interested to see what Jennifer has, to share with us about that. And then, Yams, did you have anything that you wanted to say before we get started too?
No, I just know that when we have guests on, we ask them how they got to where they're doing the thing that they're doing. So what led you to learning about and then exercising the use of quantum healing?
That's funny because I've been a healer all my life, and I didn't, of course, know what to call it. I was raised in the church, so a lot of things that I did as far as touching people, laying my hands on people, I just assumed it was just me praying for them, sending them good juju or whatever. And so I've done that all my life. And then the more I got into my own personal healing journey, the divine source, God, however you know them, spoke to me and was just telling me more of what you're doing is called Reiki. And Reiki is in the Bible for those who were curious about that. But so I, learned more about that. Then I became certified. Also, I had this very strong, attraction to hypnotherapists. We've seen people get hypnotized and things. And so I was very curious about that, but more on the healing side of it, So I eventually started following a few teachers and listening more to what that entailed before I became certified in hypnotherapy. Now, when I first started my business, it was the divine that told me to put at the bottom of all of what I was doing quantum healing. And I was like, okay, just like how I was given the name. And so I just followed instructions. It wasn't until later that I looked it up, and quantum healing is a term that has been coined by Deepak Chopra, but it's basically talks about how our thoughts, beliefs, our mind dictates how we heal. Simple as that. It's like, however you think it, it will be, basically, right? So we can all definitely control how we heal, the process to how we heal, how fast we heal, all of that through our mind, our beliefs, our thoughts, our words. So that's where the quantum healing came in.
Okay. So I have a question for you on
Mm-hmm.
this. So when you first found out your first, I would say, client or somebody that you actually knew like it was working for, what was some of the testimonies that like you were getting from people about it?
So for me, whether I'm doing hypnotherapy, Reiki, or a reading, I go in there like completely blind. Most of the time, I don't know my client, so I don't know their lives. And it's not until they come back to me and they're like, oh my God, I saw this, or I felt that, or you touched on this and this need to be healed. Now, when we do our sessions like for hypnotherapy, I can see it in real time because I'm actually walking with you through that trauma. And it doesn't sound like a happy place, but it is. So I regress you to different places that you go. You control where you want to go in your mind. And I walk with you through that healing. And then re it's like you relive it, but in a more healing sense. So say you were traumatized as a child, maybe you grew up in an abusive home. And as you've gotten older, it has really affected you different levels. Because a lot of times we are affected by things that we have no clue where it comes from, right? Because we swallow it or we push it down. Life is life, and we don't have time to sit and ponder all day. Well, in a session, I'll regress you. We'll go back, and a lot of times you will wind up back in your home, in that home where you were, face to face with your abuser. But this time with power, with a voice, how you can say things, how you wanted to say things, how you wanted to stop the abuse. You could change all of that, come back out feeling more empowered, and stronger, and healing that, because that is the quantumness of it. You can't see that pain, you feel it, but it affects you just like it's an actual piece of something sitting on you. So it's so important. But I know I kind of went all over the place, but clients tell me all the time, like, they come out of it and they just feel so much lighter, so much better. They tell me they sleep longer, um, better. It's just life just improves for them with quantum healing. It may be intimidating for them to first try it, but once they get into it and they see how gentle the process is, then they're more open to come back and have more and more sessions, because the more you come, the more open you start to clean out more things, and then you start to actually go into the future. We'll talk about that too.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
I am wondering, so I know that you speak about being able to heal trauma possibly from like an abusive home or something of that nature. Does quantum healing also help with healing your relationship with money
Oh,
and
yeah.
how you engage in financial everything? Because I know me personally, like that's the next hurdle I feel like I am working my way through, and
Right.
I've been considering what tools would be helpful, and I've actually been digging into quantum things and just
Hmm.
learning how to like fast track this, because while I don't mind doing the work, baby, it is a lot.
It's a
And
lot. It is.
having the ability to not have to take every single step every single time through every piece of trauma that you're trying to release
Hmm.
sounds like a real sexy option. So, what does that look like?
Yeah. So with anything, you're going to set your intention, right? So for that, you definitely want to set the intention. Where did I get this mindset from? Because it sounds like a thought form, and thought forms just live rent free in our minds, right? So you concentrate on that thought form. Why do I think this way? And so an example is you would come in, we would do some breathing exercises. It's what I like to do because it opens you up and gets you prepared to go into this state of hypnosis. And so we would think back to different times that you maybe used money or was taught about money, and we'll follow that. We'll just follow the path until it shows us, because that's what the divine does. It takes us where you need to go at this time. That's why I say I don't control that. I allow the divine to navigate that for you, but I'm there with you. So we'll just keep walking that until we find out where this comes from. And it opens up a lot. You'd be surprised.
And then just a follow-up question, because I'm
Mhm.
curious. Is this something that people are encouraged to do on an individual basis, or is it something that, like, say a couple was having relationship issues, is that something that a couple could come in and have done collectively to help their energy?
I've done both. I can do couple sessions and I can do individual sessions. So depending on what it is you like. Um, the times that I have done couple sessions, the way it goes is I'll do you one at a time. Your partner will still be there in the room with you, but we're all just in a trance because I'm hypnotized myself while I'm there with you. So we're all in this trance together, and it's like you're taking us on this ride with you. And so yeah, it's very good for couples though. Very good for connecting. You come out of there, number one, knowing more, way more, and understanding way more about each other, on a different level. Because a lot of times we do still just tend to show the outer shell of ourselves, not purposefully, maybe, but it just comes off that way. But when you go down into the quantum healing level, yeah, it's like, okay, are you ready? Let's do this.
That kind of sounds like doing some type of, counseling or premarital thing too. Like
Yeah,
that would be something for someone to do before
most
they got
definitely.
married. Have you ever had any like situations where there was a bad outcome or the couple didn't make it or anything like that?
No, I haven't. Now, as far as when you say bad, I don't look at things as good as bad. Everything is an experience, right? So to label it as bad is not what I would do. I've had experiences with different clients to where it may have been a pretty rough experience. Like, for example, I've had a client who, when I regressed her, she went back and realized that her pediatric doctor was molesting her those times that her mom would take her to get checkups and things. And that wasn't easy. But she came out of that thing, y'all, so powerful. feeling so good. Like it was such a I was crying with her. But yeah, that healing isn't pretty. It's like when I say, "Are you ready to go into this? Let's do this." Because you've gotta, and even when you're doing it with a partner, you've gotta know, like, and trust that person. Like, what we go down here, we may not find something that you may like, or that may be attractive to you. But this is who I am, and this is what I need to cleanse in order for me to continue on my journey, for me to grow. You've got to flower. You got to change things in order for you to continue to evolve. You can't stay stuck.
Okay, I like that. I like that.
Mhm.
That's beautiful. So, another thing I was going to ask you. So, I know you do the Reiki, which is kind of like more what you usually do, like your hands are over them.
Mhm.
So, is there times when you feel like that might be more necessary, or like how do you decide what is a good form of healing for your client?
So I talk to them, and like the consultations that I give are free. So that's all I'm saying. Anyone can contact me if they have questions about what they may be needing. So in our conversation, I can listen and hear, like, if someone's like, I've just been having some bodily pains or whatever, or feeling stuck. Now, bodily pains also can come from an internal mental pain as well, right? Because any type of disease or dis-ease comes from something spiritually. That's what I believe. But um, someone could be like, I've been having pains in my knees and I've gone to the doctor, I've done everything, and I just can't get rid of it. That's a spiritual pain. So I would say first, let's do the Reiki. Because what the Reiki is going to do, it's going to align your chakra. It's going to cleanse out old stagnant energy, and it's going to get that flowing inside of your body. And it's very gentle. Um, After that, because I say wait 2 weeks, let those energies flow through you. Sometimes that brings up a lot of stuff in you, right? It's like shaking an old carpet and all this dust flies up, right? And then from there, you could be like, okay, well, I've been having thoughts of this or that or whatever. Now you're ready for hypnotherapy. Let's go in and see where this is coming from. And then we could tackle that. But just like how Coach Yams was like, I'm working now on my finances. Can this help or whatever? She's been doing work to know, okay, well, this is where I am now. And I need to figure out what's going on with that. So her dust has already been shaken up. Now, Reiki, she could still get Reiki if she just wants like a general cleanse. Think of Reiki like a massage, because it's something that you just get maybe every month to kind of help your body and help the energy flow and everything and your lymph nodes. That's what Reiki is more of, like. Whereas the hypnotherapy is like we're going in and we're going to the hard hitting stuff. We're clearing out now. We're going to break up all the crap, flush it out, and put new things in there, because that's what we're doing.
I think it's interesting because I ain't gonna hold you. I had a hypnotherapy session last year,
Beautiful.
and I went in with the intention of releasing my sugar addiction. I am allergic to all things that sugar could be made from.
Oh, wow. No. That's a
I
good
can't,
thing, though.
it is like because now my body requires me to treat it better and to nourish it
Yes.
better than I've ever before. I have naturally released over 40 pounds,
Beautiful.
and it's been work
Yeah.
because on the back end of making that request and not knowing what the outcome looked like, it has required me to change my lifestyle
Hmm.
in a real way, but it has challenged me to grow, and I am a better woman for it. But it took me a damn year to feel like I'm like finally on a foothold again to where I
Yeah.
can say,
I'm nervous, child, but it's time to stick a toe in to get some more serious healing. And yeah, the finances part is the next part of the thing. But
Beautiful.
took me I'm just now getting back on my foot. And I want to say I had that session done Good Friday of last year.
And you're looking good. You've been looking good, but you're looking good. I see it. I see it
Yeah.
on you.
Yeah. So it will change your life, people.
Yes.
It will change your life.
Yes. Like if you're not ready for the new, just wait a little bit. But if you're tired of the same old, stagnant, same old stuff, let's do it.
Yep.
And
And
I'm
that's
here with
exactly
you.
where I was at. I was like,
Yeah.
you know what? Something got to change because
Yeah.
I'm obviously not doing. I don't have what it takes to do that extra little push, and a little gentle nudge from the universe couldn't hurt. And here we are. So yeah.
It's real.
Yeah.
So the little bit of experience that I had with quantum healing,
Yeah.
I did have a lady that she lived actually in a different state than me, like
Mhm.
I would say, yeah, she was, I would say 4 states maybe away, something
Right.
like that. So it was a distance, but we did some like quantum healing when it came to like ancestral stuff and
Mhm.
kind of like I did talk a little bit. I did bring up a little bit of the past things that I had that went on in my life and stuff like that. And it was real interesting to me because she's like, that's what's good about this is that we don't have to be like in the same, spot to be able to do the
Exactly.
healing. So that's what I thought was really cool about that.
Yeah,
So,
as long as you have like a camera, you could set up like that. We can do the hypnotherapy anywhere, anytime. If you get comfortable in your bed, as long as I can see you and you can see me, I'm there with you.
so I have a question for you. Was there anybody in your family that did the work that you're doing, or you're
Wow. I'm the
okay?
first.
Pioneer.
Everyone is like, oh, okay, So it's very different um, for them, I would imagine. Like I said, because I grew up in the church, so they're like, yeah, we don't do that, but it's okay. Um, it also talks about that in the Bible. A prophet isn't welcome in their own home, right? And whenever you have something that you have been given by the divine to do, you do it. And a lot of people are going to look at you funny. Look at all the people in the past that have gone on to do different things. Everyone wasn't always on their bandwagon. Everyone didn't agree with what they were talking about. But that's what change is, right? Because I was joking about this with a friend the other day. It's like when we were younger and we were coming up and we had our music and our way of dress and styles and different things. And they would be like, what are y'all doing? What are y'all listening to? And all this and that. And then now at our age now, we may look back at the younger people and we're like, what in the world are they doing? But that's change. Everything has to change. It's not going to look the same, but it is going to be for what's to come. And like, you just have to either get right or get left. So,
So the second part of that question, since you are the pioneer, has anyone
mhm.
in your family came to you for services?
Yes, I have done hypnotherapy services on a few of my family members. I've done readings, um, Reiki. So the ones that were curious about it and went through it, they enjoyed it. They were like, "Oh, that's cool. That was interesting. I never thought that would be like that." But for the others, they just still kind of stand back, like, I don't know about that. We'll just watch it.
Observation.
Yeah, and that's fine. It takes time, and if you feel like that's you, if you feel like you kind of like on the outside, kind of looking in. It's all right. Whenever you feel the need, it'll be your time. So it's all in divine timing. Don't rush it, but just know you can talk to me about anything. You can ask any amount of questions. And once you're ready, then we can go forward.
You have any questions, Yams?
A real random one that probably doesn't actually even matter, but I just like asking random questions. Because you can do healing from afar. What is the furthest away someone has been from you that you have done services for?
I have clients in the UK. I have clients in Belgium. So at this point, that would be the furthest.
I love it. I was just curious how far your reach has made it because you do excellent work and your energy is so everything. And let me tell you something. This sexy ass Zen music in the background while we are on this is giving my spirit life. I just need you to know that.
I love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, no, I ain't got nothing. I always enjoy engaging with you, learning from you
Likewise.
because you're such a spiritual like being and you just have such a light about you and your
Thank
laughter is so joyous. And so, yeah, I just always enjoy whatever time we have together.
thank you.
And I've enjoyed this
Right.
conversation.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I'm super grateful that y'all wanted to talk about this because it's very important, and a lot of people don't even know where to start when it comes to this. So this is very important. What y'all are doing is awesome. I don't really it touches my heart, and I don't want to cry because I will cry like that. But it's beautiful what you do. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for what y'all are doing.
Well, thank you, Jennifer, for coming on here with us. We only got a few more minutes, so we do again appreciate you for taking the time to do this again for us. But we actually talked about quantum healing this time. We are going to have a part two again, y'all, so don't forget to check out the part two. This is part one. Part two is coming up. Okay. Stay tuned to that. Make sure you check out our websites. We all have websites. Check out the description box. We'll have information regarding how to get in contact with any of us three ladies. All right. But if all minds are clear, we'll go ahead and end it off right here. So we just want to thank y'all. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure y'all share and too. Hit the post notification bell so you'll be notified when we drop a video.
And you can find me on Instagram or Facebook.
Okay.
Again, Blue Ray Holistics.
Nice. Make sure y'all check her out. All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and get up out of here. So we'll talk to you guys later. Bye.
Later. Bye.